Poudre School District High School football, live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day, by Pedersen Toyota, everything cars made easy, and by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. And now for the play-by-play.
Welcome to PSD Athletics tonight, live on Stream It Sports from French Field in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. Poudre will be hosting the visiting Douglas County team, Colorado High School football action. We will be right back after this national anthem.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those two rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
So good evening, folks. That was the national anthem by the Poudre High School Marching Band. As you well know, in these high school games, there really is no script. So we came on and the national anthem was there. This is Randy McCoy along with my partner, Cody McCoy. And tonight, David Haase is still on summer vacation. So we tried to get him out of the Bahamas, but he just couldn't make it for the first game. So, Cody, me and you will be taking this hot game tonight here at French Field.
Yeah, it should be a fun one. First broadcast of the year. Lots of new things going on here in the new football season, but you know, coach is still figuring a lot of things out, still trying to figure out, you know, who to play, who not to play, but they've been working all summer, so this might be our first broadcast, but these kids have been working hard for a long time.
They have, and both teams coming off identical 5-5 seasons last year. Last year, Poudre beat Douglas County in the first game. This is a 0-week game, meaning that most of the teams start next week, but we wanted to bring this one to you. And so as you can see, the captains are out there for Poudre, for Douglas County. It's a warm one tonight, and temperature right now is hot. Let me get a temperature for you here. It's 81.
And probably 92 in the booth.
In the booth here. So got some one exciting thing to know. Troy McFadden, who tore his ACL early in the season last year, will be coming back, making his comeback tonight as the quarterback for Poudre. So we will let you hear Poudre band here as we start. So anyways, we was saying Poudre 5-5 last year, lost a couple of really close games. If you noticed, we did post a preview video with Coach McVicker today, and he talked a little bit about a couple of games got beat on the last play last year. So very easily, Douglas County will be receiving. And Douglas County in their purple and white, both teams. This is my favorite uniform, Cody. You can see the numbers on this Poudre team. Of course, Haase is half blind, so he can't see them too well, but we'll do that tonight. So anyway, Poudre, Douglas County. And here come your Poudre Impalas. Nothing like Friday night, high school football.
Great turnout here tonight. The band is here. The students are here. It's not cold yet, so.
No, and they just started school this week, so. But Poudre is, I think by most people's estimates, I think Poudre should be probably the best team in the 4 schools here in Fort Collins. So everybody's kind of excited to see, specifically Zach Leal, who is just a dynamic wide receiver, 5'8" senior. And also the running back for Poudre as well. JT Erickson. So anyway, here we go. We get this football. They play 4 12-minute quarters. You ready, Cody, for this? Our first one, father-son deal tonight. So should be some fun.
First game of the season.
Yeah, appreciate you being with us. Kicking is number 92, Noah Ford. And the kickoff caught at the 20 by number 22. Gets a little bit, but is not able to.
And there's already a little first play of the season. Oh, and there's
what in the world? I was looking down for a number
and the refs missed a few different things going on.
Talk about some bad blood from last year. My gosh.
First play of the season, folks. So it looks like there's about 2 or 3 guys who pushed a Poudre player. I don't think the camera was on, which is a good move. But Poudre player got pushed. Poudre player retaliated, and then a few bodies came flying in to defend the team. And honestly, I don't think the refs saw any of it. That's why there's 4 of them continuing to talk. Coaches got involved immediately at midfield. They were running out and pushing their own players back. And honestly, I don't think the refs have any clue.
Well, again, we saw number 22 go down, and we just thought it was, 6-yard return, first down. All of a sudden, I look up, and there's somebody running down towards the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and then
cold cocking a Poudre player.
Yep.
And I'm like, who? Why, he wasn't even in the play if he was standing at the 40.
I think it started with a block holding too long, and
that was
unnecessary.
That was Zach Johnson on the return.
And I think no flags are coming out, but a stern warning to both teams. And I honestly don't think a ref saw anything start, so they're not going to throw a flag.
Boy, the NFL would like that, wouldn't it? Just have a free-for-all the first play. And Wow. No harm, no foul. So here we go, first down. Obviously, there's been some bent-up rage between these two teams. And I don't recollect last year there being bad blood. But anyway, first down. Quarterback is Saunders.
And a fumble. Looks like an option read, a few different options, and just a late handoff. Linebacker read it beautifully. Good on Douglas County just to jump on it and stay there. Take the loss.
I'm going to do my best, folks, with Douglas County. We welcome our Douglas County fans, but they gave us the roster in alphabetical order and not in numerical order. And so when you don't know kids' names, it's hard to know. So anyway, I will do my best to learn these before the... So that's number 8, running the ball. Gain of about 5. Should be third down about 9. That's Eric Howard on the 3rd and 9, and wow, what a literally look down to find out who made the tackle. Fireworks all over the place. So anyway, 3rd and 9 now for Douglas County. Your quarterback is number 7, Kenny Saunders, and it'll be offsides. And that does not look right. I see a number 12 quarterback right now.
That's a tough blow for your defense. You got them 3rd and long, and you shoot yourself in the foot. Now they have a 3rd and short, and a little more obtainable for them. It's the little things. These kids are still getting back in it and get game speed. You can practice all summer, do all the weightlifting, but the amount of game time, scrimmages is very little up to that first game.
So Braden Nelson is at quarterback right now. My apologies to the Nelson family. Number 2 in motion and sacked. That's number 19 for Poudre. Looked like Josiah Stribling.
It looked like the same play as the first down play, a double option, couldn't get rid of the ball fast enough. Linebacker untouched and is able to make a good play.
Back to kick now, Douglas County. Over the head, the Poudre defense doesn't see it. One player does, misses the tackle.
Punt it.
But I don't think he's going to punt it. There's a block in the back, probably. He's going to get a first down. But there's plenty of flags to go around, so
we got 2 flags on
I'd be shocked. Be shocked if this play stands. So everything you would think in a 0-week game, Cody, is
just a little thing. I think we had a block in the back, and I'm not sure what it was on the opposite side of the field. That's tough to get blocking when it's not the play that you planned. You were planning on a punt, and then you have to adjust.
Everybody was personal foul.
Two personal fouls.
2 personal fouls. So anyway, that will remain 4th down.
Great hustle by the punter, though. Let's make sure we get that.
Yeah, that was a great play by the punter. I believe that was number 99.
96, maybe. He turned nothing into a first down. So.
And nice rugby style kick. So, and that's Zach Leal, dynamic player with the return. 11-yard return, 1st and 10 for the Poudre Impalas. Starting quarterback will be Troy McFadden. JT Erickson will be the running back, one of the top rushers in 5A last year.
Great starting field position as well. Anything beyond the 50 is great.
32 is Erickson. Wide receiver number 7, Stribling. Number 10, Razka. And up the middle to Erickson, and you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of JT Erickson. And that was about one arm tackle away from going to the house right there. So I'd probably just run the same thing until they can stop it. If you can get 7 yards like that on first down right up the middle.
Every time.
And Erickson to the left, cuts back, and able to get about 10.
Great push by the offensive line, giving him enough space, enough time to really make a move and be patient with his feet.
We have a mascot sighting down here. The Impala is making his way up through the band, or her, not sure.
Or it.
Or it. Coming up to sit down with us. First down now. And offensive. That foul was offensive.
False start.
False start. Illegal procedure.
A little bit of first game jitters here in the first few minutes.
And Cody, we both know a lot. We watch a lot of football and stuff, and if you cannot stop the run, you have somebody like JT Erickson just beat you up the middle. But by the end of the game, he's just running through huge holes. And so if he's running through huge holes right now, Douglas County's going to have to do something about that. And there's an option. And nice defense rolling up there, number 93.
Yeah, great read. They had no blocks. They just had to make sure the timing was right.
John Franking. 2nd and 13 now after the penalty. 7:25 left here in the first quarter. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy here on Stream It Sports. And back for the first pass, McFadden of the year. It looks like he's rolling and completes it to Raxa, I believe.
Great find. Way to move out of the pocket.
Yeah. And we kind of got a soft place in our heart for Troy as we coached him in basketball in a couple of years, Troy McFadden. So he's a senior and missed his junior year. He was the starter last year, but tore his ACL. Was out the whole season. So that's his first pass. Sure, he's happy to get that out of the way. Third down, about 2 now. And cut back by Erickson and a touchdown. JT Erickson started to go left, cut back, and went in pretty much without being touched.
Great first drive for Poudre. Very calm, ran a lot of clock, a lot of good plays, really no negative plays. Really just great. That's the same, that's the exact start you want to your season.
Well, and then the defense set them up with a great field position, so they only had to go about 40 yards. So anyway, 6-0 kicking now. It looks like it's actually McFadden kicking.
You can do it all.
And no good. So 6-0. Our score. So what a first 5 minutes of the season here. We started with a kickoff that looked fairly benign, but all of a sudden we look up and there's about 2 or 3 little melees going on, and
nothing since.
Somebody ran the 30 yards to hit somebody,
and not one ref saw it.
And nobody saw it, and there was no flags, and so
I think both teams were at fault. But
I think it's called a mulligan. And so anyway,
ref's first game too. Game too.
So anyway, Poudre will be kicking off now. Score 6-0. Noah Ford kicking off. Looks like Howard is deep. And this is kicked up and contained immediately by Poudre. So returned by number 3, Dalton Thomas. 5-yard return, first down now. And, you know, a lot of high schools do that. Or a lot of college and high school teams now do the little pop-up kick and contain it for a 5-yard, but they're still at the 31-yard line. So to me, that would work if you're getting it down about the 10, but at this point, I would be really happy with my field position.
Yeah, even if you didn't get many yards on it, you're still at the 30.
So first down now and 10. Quarterback Braden Nelson, and run up the middle. Sanchez on the carry. 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6. Talking to one of the coaches, they said we run Air Force's offense, so they basically have patterned their offense after.
It's a lot of option reads.
Yeah, read options, and they don't pass a lot, so you're going to see a lot of trying to be trickery back there. So far, they've run the ball pretty decent. And nice catch. Boy, that was number 8. That's Eric Howard, and great athleticism there, Cody, to be able to catch the ball behind him. So it looks like Nelson has not got his pitches quite together yet.
Yeah, that could easily have been a fumble, but a great one-handed snatch on the go.
Good-looking athlete, number 8, Eric Howard. Third down now and about 4. Nelson, kind of a short quarterback, 5'7", up the middle, and Poudre is tough. Sanchez again up the middle. And that's going to be 4th down and 1, it looks like.
Looks like they're going to go for it.
Well, you're kind of in no man's land here, aren't you?
Yep, I mean, you've had progress in every run thus far when it's a clean handoff.
Roman Sanchez, a couple of runs up the middle. See if they go back to him for this, for 1.5 yards here. Nelson calling a play. I don't know if he's audible or not. Going to go around, going to get it easily. And nice play, number 2. The ball carrier. That's Granzaski. First down, what a great call. Poudre was bunched up in the middle, and they went ahead and ran the option to the outside, easily got the first down. So Douglas County calming down now and starting to move the ball. 5:10 left here. 6-0 your score. Poudre ahead on the JT Erickson run. Nelson back to pass, rolling out to the right, and number 8, he gets it to him.
I think that's coming
back. That's Howard.
Heard a parent yelling "hold" a few times.
Well, you know, and one of the things, it took a long time for him to deliver that ball. And it's hard to hold a block forever, so holding. Ball will go back now. 1st and 20.
But again, Douglas County can show. I mean, they can pass the ball.
Yeah,
they're not scared to at least bootleg it out and get a few yards that way.
I think if Nelson gets rid of that ball about 2 or 3 steps earlier, that would probably be ideal, and probably wouldn't have had the hold at that point. But anyway, 1st and 22 from the 32. Splits 2 to the left, 1 to the right, up the middle against a fumble the ball, and
I think Douglas County hopped on.
Yeah,
I think
Sanchez
he had hands on it, but did he fall on it?
Roman Sanchez with the carry, falls on himself. Douglas County trying to pepper that inside with the inside run.
And that's the thing with that Air Force offense, with so many options, so many people have to be in the right place at the right time. And if you're not there, it could be. It's tough. It's tough to BS your way through an Air Force offense.
Boy, it's hot enough up here. We're sweating enough. Feels like we're in the game, doesn't it? So 2nd down now and 20, only a gain of 2. Roll out to the right again, looking for number 1, Austin Tucker, but
and Tucker was there, just overthrew it on the wrong side of his body, had to make him come back. Douglas County seems like they're only comfortable running the bootleg pass thus far.
So not only is this roster alphabetical, it goes from right to left, right to left. Oh, help us. Anyway, 3rd and 20.
Week 1.
And good pursuit, good defense, number 7, number 19. Stopping Howard. Howard could not get out.
Howard looked like he had a little bit of room when he got the ball, but great pursuit by the linebackers to close in, take the right angle, and close it with the tackle.
That's Stribling and Raymer. 4th down now.
Looks like a punt. We'll see if they can get a cleaner snap here.
Nice punt. And that's Leal, who is one of the most dangerous runners in the state. Nice punt.
Yeah, I really think this game.
36-yard punt.
I really think this game is going to come down to clock management. Both teams really want to establish the run. Very run-heavy offenses. Whoever can control the clock and continue to get positive yards on the running game is going to have the biggest advantage for sure.
Max Beveridge was the punter for Douglas County. I want to make sure and tell you his name because he made a heck of a play before that was called back. 1st down now, McFadden at quarterback. Gonna pass, going deep. Got Leal, he's got it. Number 2's trying to get him down, and he's able to.
That's why you establish the run so many times to set up big plays like that.
Touchdown saving tackle by Zaski. You're going to see that a lot this year is McFadden to Leal. 1st and 10 now from about the 18-yard line. 19. And JT Erickson up the middle. He's going to get a 1st down.
He's just so good at making that first tackle miss. And really, arm tackles are not going to do it. You're going to have to really wrap up his legs, group tackle.
Erickson early in the year last year was the leading rusher in 5A. He ended up, I think, maybe 5th or something, but had well over 1,000 yards last year. So he's certainly one of the top running backs in the state to watch this year. First down and goal. Erickson, the exact same play that he scored the first time, is going to go in for the touchdown.
2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
And what you saw, Cody, is that he gets the ball and he has the option to take it outside depending on his blocking, or cut back and take it inside. Both times he took it to the inside, took it to the house. So Leal to hold. McFadden is probably one of the top 2 or 3 athletes in the whole city. He is a great baseball player, good basketball player, and decent kicker. He hits this one, so 13-0 now. .157 left. Brian, I wonder if we could get a shot of the Impala down there, the old mascot. In front, we got a mascot sighting. Let me tell you what, folks. This is not a night I would want to be in that particular get-up. If you need to lose some weight, perfect. That'd be a perfect scenario for you, but I'd like to see who volunteered for that. So anyway.
Want to see their energy level by the 4th quarter?
Yeah, so hats off to whoever is in that suit tonight. They will probably sweat more than anybody on the football field. So Poudre's come out, and really, Cody, Poudre's being who we thought they were. We knew that their offense could really be potent between J.T. Erickson, Zach Leal, and those 2 right there. In high school, 2 players can carry you. And then McFadden, showing a good arm, was able to squeeze that ball in between the defenders. Noah Ford now to
fix it.
See what kind of kickoff this time. Pop up again. And number 5 with the return, and is going to fall after about a 3-yard return. That's Lane Brownell, sorry, no W. 1st and 10 now for Douglas County. Minute 52. Here in Fort Collins, French Field, probably 100, 150 folks from Douglas County made the trip. Want to welcome our Douglas County fans. We also want to welcome, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, on one of our Facebook feeds. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy here on Stream It Sports. And run up the middle again, that's 22. Zach Johnson. And really what Douglas County has to do, they got to hold the ball, because so far they have not been able to stop Poudre. So really the best way to stop an offense is to hang on to the ball. So we'll see if they can put a drive together. 2nd down and 6 to go. And kind of a cross direction, but they're not going to have any part of that. It's 6. It's Landon Corral on the stop. 6'1", 196-pound junior. 3rd down, 43 seconds left. Beautiful night here, even though it's warm. Still a beautiful night, and it will cool down here. Nelson's still a quarterback, and he's gonna get out of trouble. He's gonna scramble now and throws it away, gets hammered.
What a hit. Legal hit, too. Just lowered his shoulder, hit him right in the chest, and didn't. Nice hit.
That's Kobe Salinas, I believe, 34 on the hit of Nelson. Nelson, not a big guy, 5'7".
Great idea getting rid of the ball. He waited as long as he could to find an open receiver and smartly got rid of it.
He looked very Doug Flutish-ish in that. Yeah, they don't have Braden Nelson's weight down there, but he's 5'7", and I'd be shocked if he was much more than 130, 140 pounds. And trying to decide if we wanted to kick it, finally kicks it, and fair catch.
Yeah, with that kind of field position.
Zach Leal, 8 seconds left now.
With that kind of field position.
Short field again.
Yep. No reason to try to catch and do something. Take the fair catch, and a great start with the ball.
I want to thank our sponsors, First Bank, Schrader Oil, and Pedersen Toyota. If you'd like to partner with us, become a sponsor, send us an email, rmccoy@streamitsports.com. That's rmccoy@streamitsports.com. We'll contact you with information you need. First down and 10 now for Poudre. And a little reverse here to Zach Leal, and he falls.
Douglas County is having a tough time.
Well, you know, who do you guard? And that's the end of the quarter. So after one quarter, our score: Poudre 13, Douglas County 0. You're watching Stream It Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
We're back here beginning the second quarter here in French Field, Fort Collins, Colorado. Poudre and Douglas County. Poudre had their way in the first quarter. And Poudre ball now, first down from the Douglas County 45. McFadden at quarterback. And up the middle, nice. And looks like there was a face mask or something. Don't think your noggin's supposed to go that way. We'll see what the call is.
Few flags.
I think they all saw it, maybe. Personal foul, face mask, and that'll be another 15 added to that. So, yeah, you go up the middle and your head goes back like that, Cody. That is usually not a good deal.
I don't care how young you are, it still hurts.
Yeah, that would really hurt. So first down now, and Douglas County not doing themselves any favors. They've had a couple of big penalties. First down now. Beginning of the second quarter, McFadden in the shotgun. Looking deep again. Over the middle, and nobody even looking for him. That was in the vicinity of number 24, Dylan McVicker, but he wasn't looking when McFadden was looking, passing. So anyway, nothing hurt. Second and 10 from the 28-yard line. Zach Leal out to the far left. Got receivers on both sides. And fake up the middle, McFadden. keeps it, and there's a late hit out of bounds. Maybe because he didn't throw him down, they didn't call it. But
I mean, the tackle was initiated after the line, but
yeah. So anyway,
try not to escalate anything more of the refs.
So McFadden with a good fake up the middle, kept it himself, and gained 8, 3rd and 2 now. And Mr. Erickson up the middle is probably good for 2, and he barely gets it. If he, nice defensive stand there. I think 59 was in that play. He did not get it. Nicholas Clancy. 4th down and 1. Probably run that same play. And gives it to the fullback up the middle instead of used Erickson as a decoy. And ran it to Jared Hogan.
Poudre just marching down the field once again for a 3rd straight possession.
First and 10. Fake up the middle. Has a one-on-one in the end zone. Good defense out there. Number 5 was on an island. That's Lane Brunell on the defense. And
great throw, though. I mean, he put the ball the only opportunity the receiver could catch it without getting intercepted. So, but great defense to counteract that.
Yeah. Well, they had what they wanted. They had a one-on-one. Had a one-on-one out there. There's going to be a timeout here by Poudre. So anyway, we will go to commercial break here with our score. 13-0, Poudre, 10-13 left. You're watching Stream It Sports.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Tell your friends you can now join us on Facebook Live on Stream It Sports and Stream It Sports NoCo Facebook page. So you have somebody using that on Facebook. Want to watch it there? You can. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy here with you tonight. David Haase is out on assignment. 2nd and 10 from the 13. And Erickson all the way in for the touchdown.
What a run. His first piece of contact was at the 5-yard line. He had 3 or 4 other guys trying to tackle him, but he just kept his shoulders low and got a flag.
And they just rode him in. I don't know what they're going to call here.
It seemed like it was late. I wonder if it was excessive holding.
Holding.
Very late flag. Great run by Erickson, though.
Well, you know what? The great runners, they don't run full speed all the time, and he was just kind of catting over there. So now it's 2nd and 25. Or it's not 2nd and 25. Anyway, 2nd down, a little screen to Erickson. Same difference. He's going to make it all the way down to the end zone. Oh, he gets stopped at the 1.
Great extra effort, though, to get those last 4 yards to set him up, get the first down, and on the 1 yard
Well, you
line.
better bring your lunch pail if you're going to tackle JT Erickson, that's for sure.
Good job, Douglas County waiting to stay with the tackle. It looked like he was about to break free, but they kept their ground and were able to push him out of bounds.
Almost had a Bo Jackson moment there on the goal line, didn't he? Just defensive man stayed in there, so. And easily in. J.T. Erickson with his 3rd touchdown.
I think it's safe to say by the end of week 1 of the Colorado football season, he will lead the state in touchdowns.
Yeah,
We're
very good.
Second quarter.
Very good chance. We've seen some special athletes up here, but so far J.T. Erickson, most people kind of thought he was a senior last year because he had such a great year, and it's like, wow, this kid's coming back. He's got another year. And so extra point is good. So 20-0. The Poudre fans are over here high-fiving, and I think they feel like they've got an opportunity this year to make some noise in this tough conference that they're in. Cody, they have to travel clear to Fountain, Fort Carson and play. Next week they go to Mountain Vista, which is where your cousin goes to school, plays on that team. And Poudre goes and plays Mountain Vista next week. As Mountain Vista was up here last year. So anyway, 20-0.
Douglas County just needs to build a little momentum.
Well, they got to get past the 50 first, don't they? Because I don't think they've been past the 50.
And they've been able to put together some good plays, positive yardage, but I think there's just been one play that's each drive that's thrown a wrench in the progression.
And
went for the onside kick to really step on the throat, and I think Douglas County was able to come up with it, but
well, it was
when it rains, it pours. So they were
that
trying
was
to
kind
take
of an
advantage.
you know what moment for the guy on the front line who had no expectation to be handling the ball.
I don't think it was a clean catch. I think he had
it.
No,
it wasn't. He bobbled it.
But when you're up 20-0, I think you can risk the field position, and defense has shown you can stop them. I think Douglas County and their coaching staff just trying to calm the boys down and just start getting some positive yardage.
Yeah, Coach Gene Hill.
Don't play with the score right now, just one play at a time.
They're in a tough conference as well with Regis and some other teams there in Denver. So the conferences are all different now, so I can't tell you, but I know Regis is in their conference. They have a couple of all-conference performers. There's Nelson with the pitch back to number 8. He doesn't get anything.
Poudre was ready for that one. They had about 4
That's Howard.
linemen and linebackers ready to go. They just need to wrap up and finish the play.
Well, the thing about it is, and you know this as well as I do, when there's not a threat of a pass and you have a big lead, you really can pin your ears back and just go all out for every run.
Send the boys.
And so Douglas County is going to have to execute greatly to be able to run these plays now when Poudre is feeling really good about themselves defensively.
And this is when that kind of offense, when a run-heavy offense, it's tough.
Yeah, right up the middle again, and that's no gain.
Yeah, it gets tough when you're down. I mean, you need to pass it to make the big yards, but
that was Luke a step.
It also looks like Douglas County hasn't expanded the playbook too much. A lot of the same double option pitches and kind of fullback up the middle.
Third down now, 9. Drop back, Nelson. Throws it up for grabs and over to Howard. Never really had a chance. The pursuit was so heavy, and you know they talk about quarterbacks who aren't tall, and that's one of the reasons is he gets a couple of guys over 6 foot coming in on him. He's not going to be able to see over them.
Mm-hmm.
And so good effort by the young man. Nelson, but just too much Poudre defense on that. 4th down now. Beveridge back to punt. And probably Leal's going to get it. And got
a flag on
2 flags.
Didn't look like it's anything a part of the play.
I don't know if there's some yakking going on or extra pushing, or I was blocking the back probably on a punt. Pretty much every single play. Holding against Poudre, so that's a spot foul. .809 left here in the second quarter. 20-0, Poudre ahead. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy here with you. Cooling down a little bit outside, not necessarily on the inside. Poudre's offense. McFadden still in there. First down now. And up the middle. And that's Erickson, and he's going to get out to the 26. Close to a first down. Boy, that tell you what, that is a weapon to have deep in their own own territory. First down run of about 8 yards, Cody. That's a good deal when you can get that.
Yeah, favorite player of all time, Jamal Charles, average yard per carry, 5.5, NFL
Yes.
record. So if you can stay anywhere around that, the high school level, you'll be okay. But now he's a Bronco, so he's not.
Yeah, and there's an out to Zach Leal, and he's going to get the first down. And really great play call right there. You get Leal out there on an island with the cornerback, and you get him on skates a little bit, and he might just poke right by him, and then nobody's going to catch him. So that's a low risk, high reward play. First down now from the 29. McFadden back and goes deep and holding.
Interference. Yep, there it is.
And good play by the defender. If you're going to get beat, that's exactly what you got to do, because that's better than giving up, especially in high school, because it's not a spot foul in high school.
I'm not sure it would have been caught.
Yeah, it wasn't catchable. But yeah, you'd rather hold than give up a big play, and it's hard to know if that was catchable. But McFadden's got a good arm and put it on display right there. They're not going to need to throw too much, I'll tell you. Not when you can do this with J.T. Erickson going up the middle. He's going to cut back to the middle. He's up down to the 15, 14, 13-yard line. J.T. Erickson.
And we've talked about it before. Arm tackles just are not going to do it.
No. Yeah, those tackles you've been doing in practice because you're tired are not going to be able to work on J.T. Erickson. So timeout, Douglas County. And again, same play. You give it to J.T. Erickson on the left. He decides whether he's going to go out wide or if he's going to cut back. He cuts back. He gets going, and you know it takes some courage to get in front of him, for one thing. He's carrying a lot. Obviously, he's already probably got over 100 yards. We'll find out. He's 5'11", 203. So 203 pounds coming at you. You're going to have a problem. Have 2 games next week for you. Our 21-game footballs package here on Stream of Sports with Poudre School District Athletics. Ball ended up at the 15. First down, got single coverage out to the right. And gonna go up the middle again. Erickson went in, they couldn't bring him down, and he just said, okay, we'll go ahead. Live to get another day. Cody, I'm almost waiting when they have that isolation out on the right is just to run about a 3-step slant right over the middle because there's no safety.
Yeah, safety's just cheating up to make sure Erickson doesn't break one.
That looks like it'd be easy pickings. About a 5-yard slant. Now they got 3 receivers to the right. Single back, 1 to the left. And gonna roll out to the right.
Someone's open.
Wide open is, I think that's number 10.
Great play, just multiple options the quarterback had.
It was just a numbers game on that one, wasn't it?
Yep, great bootleg. Erickson was ready to lead block if he had to go run. Great setup, and receiver just sitting there waiting for the ball.
That was number 10 on the catch, Raska. Good-looking athlete. 6'2", 167-pound senior. And McFadden with the extra point. 26-0. Poudre has come out and run roughshod over Douglas County. Douglas County came out with a chip on their shoulder, but Poudre has knocked that off quite nicely. And
Douglas County has just not been able to get past the 50, so they're forced to punt the ball every time. They're not even giving themselves that fourth play option.
And that's really right there is the first long drive that Poudre has had to run. They started that one at about the 18-yard line. Everything else has been about half the field, but it doesn't really matter because they have not been able to stop J.T. Erickson. And runners like J.T. Erickson only get stronger in the second half as your defense gets weaker. So we have a couple of more scores here. We may be looking at a mercy rule here if Douglas County isn't able to pull together a drive. Really, they just need to be able to keep the ball. Here's the return, and he doesn't want any part. Poudre is just the more aggressive team right now. That's 26 on the return.
And Douglas County just has not been able to get multiple first downs. I think they've gotten a few first downs and been able to extend it a little bit, but just not multiple first downs in a single drive, which is making their defense come out quicker, which they're already a little tired from the drive before. So it's a snowball effect when you're just not able to collect multiple first downs in a drive.
So first down now. Nelson still a quarterback. Under center. And up the middle, looks like
a false start.
It's a good fake.
Man, he had a lot of room too if they didn't flinch.
I didn't know if that was offsides or.
You would have had room to run too.
One thing that Douglas County has to really do now is they've got to take care of the ball, because last thing they need to do is have some kind of turnover. So 1st and 15 now. Kind of a delayed handoff and nice run up the middle. Get about 4. And that's Sanchez again, Roman Sanchez on the carry. 2nd and 11. 5:44 left. Showing blitz now, the defense. And they blow that up before it even gets started. You know, that's the thing about that offense. You show a blitz there, and they don't really have a way to change the play because that's what they're running, and they just had to
yeah, if they show blitz,
take what they get.
Yeah, when you show blitz, that just means certain options may not be available, so it doesn't necessarily mean an audible will be called. Players are expected to read and react when they see a blitz.
And that's what this offense is all about, is options. So, but when you've got 5 guys on 3, there are really no options. So 3rd and 12 now. And 94 comes through. What a play.
And somebody just was not blocked.
Or 30, I can't see that number. What
34.
34. Kobe Salinas, he's had a nice game, had a nice hit. He won't get credited with a tackle, but he had a nice clean hit on the quarterback. So again, Douglas County will be in punt formation.
And again, yeah, when you're that
Mr. Beveridge, Max.
Just not able to risk it to get a 4th down when you're that far out and in that part of the field.
Well, I'll tell you what, they should have blocked that. The Poudre defender 22 pulled up instead of diving and going after the ball, but he was right there and probably was afraid he might get a roughing the kicker. So anyway, Poudre with a 27-0 lead, 3:56 left, and if Poudre's able to. At this point, there's been no stopping them. Douglas County. You can see Troy McFadden wearing the knee brace on his right knee that was injured last year. We'll get a close-up on that before the night's over. Going deep for Zach Leal, and he's got it. He's got it all the way. Touchdown.
What a pass and what a play. The receiver did not look like he was going to get his shoulders by him, but a second burst of energy and he was feet by him, shoulders by him, and the pass was perfectly in stride for the touchdown. Beautiful.
Troy McFadden coming out, having a coming out party tonight at quarterback. And I'll tell you what, whatever happened in that first kickoff, I think woke up Poudre, and Poudre said, you know what? So 34-0, 1 score away from a running clock, Cody, and we've only seen that a couple of 3 times. Last year, I think Valor did that on Poudre, did it in the first half. But
Poudre is just playing all sides of the ball, passing, rushing, defense, blitzing. I mean, every single position and everything that Poudre seems to throw at these guys is working.
Well, and we've all been anticipating watching Poudre because we knew they had some real key players coming back. And we've seen all of them. Zach Leal, we've seen Erickson, we've seen McFadden.
Everyone's making an impact.
Yeah, and then I think this is the kind of, and I'll tell you what, Rocky Fossil better be watching. Because of the different conferences, all of the city games are early in the year, so, and Poudre looks really good for early in the year, first game. Noah Ford again to kick off. It's not really, and again, going after the.
Poudre may have gotten it.
Poudre got it, and Poudre is trying to make a statement now. They did not appreciate.
Well, because the initial shove on that first play was on the kicker, 92, who is a smaller fella, so I think they feel like that shouldn't have happened, and somewhat of a dirty play, and they're going to give back at him. So
yeah,
I think 34-0 with the ball at the 45 on an onside kick is, I think you're clear. I don't think anyone's feeling bad for anyone.
Yeah, I think Coach McVickers is definitely making a statement, and yeah, he's a nice, calm guy, but yeah, you got to stand up with your men.
So that's just demoralizing if you're Douglas County. They had the ball too. He just could not get down with it.
Well, you got to come ready to play, and there's a
flag on the field.
Everything's working. That was a option.
I think it's coming
to
back.
the right. It's going to come back probably as a hold. That's why we didn't get so excited about that play.
Usually when that ref behind the quarterback's throwing a flag, it's
and they've had
the offensive line.
They've scored all these points, but they've had several holding calls.
And that's just that first week. Offensive linemen's feet and hands aren't. You get tired a little quicker. We always talk about that. You can train all summer, do all the weightlifting, do all the conditioning, but nothing like being on the field.
I think like the Poudre coaches feel like any play they call has a chance. So now here's first and about 25. 43. Out to number 7. He's got a block and runs over. Hello.
Hit stick. He trucked him, lowered his shoulder.
That's Josiah dribbling, and what happened is I think the defender thought he was just going to run out of bounds, and he goes, I don't think so. And he was able to pick up about 3 more yards. So way to hang in there, number 22 for Douglas County. If anything, he got in his way, and that was equal to tackle for him. Second down now at about 9. And another option.
And that's a decoy.
And they've got a different quarterback in there now. Well, that was. Yeah, they've changed quarterbacks, and so hard to see these. That's Sergio Tarango, quarterback, sophomore. Up the middle to Erickson. He cuts the outside, and good tackle, good clean tackle. Took him out of bounds, but that's a first down.
It's 36, not 32. Tate Satterfield in at running back.
First down now. Pulling out to the right. Nice to number 24 and close to a first down.
I think they're going to give it to him. Yes, sir. First
Dylan
down.
McVicker. And first down. 2:43 left, driving. The mercy rule in Colorado State football is 40. And if Poudre scores a touchdown here, that's what it will be. And it will be a running clock the rest of the game. Some states, if you get under that amount, then it goes back. But in Colorado, it's 40. And once it hits 40, no matter how close the other team gets, it stays a running clock. So
I did not know that. That's
first down.
A few years ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Right
He's
to
got
the
blockers.
And we've got some 36. Tate Satterfield, 5'11", 173 pounds, sophomore. And Coach McVicker has already gone to his bench here. Douglas County is pretty demoralized though, so
that's got to be tough the first half of your first game. Longer drive for it, come all the way up here all excited, and it's just got to be tough. You got to mental toughness, try to get better every single play, not play with the score.
Well, and everybody's been in their position. You've been in that position. Quarterback was out-faked himself, and a fumble looks like. They haven't called it yet, but
I think they called it Douglas County.
Douglas County, yeah, and there the white hat. So Douglas County prevails to at least keep it from going 40 here in the first half, most likely, without a turnover.
Maybe just the spark they needed.
Quarterback was he was looking what he needed to do in that whole time. He turned the wrong way, didn't have anybody to give it to, so he tried to make something of it, which he did.
That's one of those when it rains. You forget what to do. You think you're about to make a play, and
then you forget to hold on to the ball, and that's what he did. Good crowd here tonight on the Poudre side. Great night for football. Late August night. And up the middle, Douglas County is not going to take any chances here. Second down. Looks like Nelson's still a quarterback. Up the middle again. Gain of, and there's going to be a timeout. Timeout by Poudre. So with that, we will take a break here. Our score, 34-0. Poudre, you're watching Stream It Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
So we're back here now. 1:39 left. 3rd and 6 for Douglas County. Poudre stopped the clock because they stop him here, and Douglas County will have to punt. So we'll see what happens here with Poudre's defense. Douglas County, I don't believe, has been over the 50 yet. And looks like it's tried to throw a pass, and he got hit as he threw it. Looked like it's illegal procedure to me, but no yellow flag. So.
And the last punt was close to getting blocked, and it looks like they're going to have a little less room here. See what happens.
Yeah, well, as I told you, Cody, in my opinion, he could have blocked. He was close enough to block it, but I think he didn't know the technique to do it, and I think he's afraid he was going to create a penalty. But you've got to come in with your hands like this, and if you hit the ball, then all things are fair. But anyway, we'll see what happens here on the punt. Brunell's had his share of punts. Pretty nice punt, and this will be and that's a dumb play by number 90.
That was a tough one. He stopped himself, but his momentum took him into him, and then
I think he made a decision as to what he wanted to do, because it looked like he pile drived him. Either way, he just gave him a 15-yard return, so Poudre will take that. And it's hard, you know, when you're getting, you've been in that type of game, Cody. You've played and you're getting your butt kicked and you're mad and you're frustrated and you end up pushing somebody, and if the officials see it, that was a little too blatant for anybody not to see. Although we'll have Kevin Lytle here at halftime, and we'll ask him if he saw anything in that first play.
Oh, I saw the whole thing developing from the start. It was something else.
Anyway, Poudre again has a chance, minute 29. And McFadden's back in. He runs a option, gets it down to about the 10-yard line.
I think Poudre wants to put their varsity guys back in to get the score where it needs to be before they come out.
Well, and it's, you know, even though it's a nice breeze, it's hot to play football tonight. I mean, this is a hot.
And it's a long season ahead, so
yeah. So
I think these guys want to get them to finish the business up and get some other reps for some guys.
They're going to try to pass it again. Good pass down into the corner, and it's
really
he's done it down at the half-yard line.
Give Erickson one more rushing touchdown for the night.
1 minute left. Nice pass by McFadden. On the other hand, if you're Coach McVicker, you know you want your starting team to get enough reps in. But I mean, you know, Douglas County tonight is overmatched, so. And he walks in, Erickson with his 4th touchdown of the half, and that's going to give us a running clock now. So Poudre comes out here, first half of the first game, gets kind of pushed around on the first kickoff, and since then brings up 40 on Douglas County in 2 quarters. And another extra point for McFadden, 41. Call McFadden Mr. Everything, huh? He throws, he kicks, he runs. I don't see him getting water for anybody over there, but maybe he is. So, again, Poudre can take his time here because the clock is going to run out, and that's going to be the halftime. And you have it. So our score at half, Poudre 41, Douglas County 0. And I think we knew that Poudre was a better team here, Cody, and I think we knew that it could get to this maybe by the end of the game or something, but I don't think anybody saw this coming with the first half like this, coming out and just they have no answer for JT Erickson. But I'll tell you what, there's going to be a lot of teams, if they can't stop the run, they're not going to have an answer for JT Erickson.
Yeah, that was just a great first half football by Poudre. I think Douglas County is going to go in the locker room and regroup and just try to come out with a game plan of getting better, not necessarily, you know, win the game, but just getting better play by play and getting on the bus feeling like, you know, they played their hearts out. But if you're Poudre, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, passing the ball, running the ball, everything's working right now.
And most likely, Coach McVicker will come out and play his second team in the second half.
Yeah, 24 minutes now. So.
Yeah, and again, it's exactly 24 minutes unless there's an injury. So it's not, you know, you're talking about maybe 2 possessions per team. Anyway, we got some palms or something out there. So I don't know what those are, the Poudre dancers.
That's the cheer squad, I think.
Cheer squad.
Went back and changed into 90s hip hop.
So we'll let you watch them, and then we'll go to our halftime break here with our score 41-0.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those two rhinos. Oh,
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
So I'm here with Kevin Lytle now from the Coloradoan. First game of the year, and I think we saw a team that started off with a little chip on their shoulder and they just ran roughshod over Douglas County here in the first half.
Yeah, Poudre came out looking very motivated. I think, they feel like they could have made the playoffs last year. A couple games slipped away, and I think they think they're a playoff team this year. And Douglas County certainly isn't the best team they'll play, but you can only beat who's in front of you, and man, they're executing well. Everything, that run game we were talking off air. Have fun trying to tackle JT Erickson. I sure wouldn't want to. And then McFadden didn't throw a lot, but he looked sharp. He dropped a dime into Leal on that long ball. And we've talked about Leal a lot. He's just a great playmaker. They have some guys, man. Roscoe with the touchdown reception. Stribling's a good player. They have a lot of weapons offensively, and pretty much perfect half. They couldn't have done any better.
They couldn't have, and we were talking. I can't remember if they play Fort Collins this year or not.
Yep.
But they're going to give every one of these city teams lots and lots of trouble. They're, as everybody expects them to be the class of this year. So anyway, this game's done. We got 24 minutes, and it will be 24 minutes. Let's talk a little bit about softball and some of the other spring or fall sports that's going on. It's
softball
early.
It's going big this weekend. The Triple Crown tournament. All 4 city teams are playing in that one. It's always kind of a cool early tournament for everyone to get to play each other. And in town here, Triple Crown obviously does a great job. So that's a big one. And softball is going to be really good. I think all 4 local teams are pretty darn good this year.
Yeah, we've been spoiled, I believe, in this Front Range League with softball. There's so many good teams, state champions, and also volleyball. We'll be doing about 12 volleyball broadcasts, and with Sam Peters, of course, we have the returning state champions in Fossil Ridge, and
Ridge is good.
Ranked number 1 again.
They didn't lose a ton from last year, and they were kind of loaded last year. They could be really, really dominant. It's going to be fun to watch them, and I think Fort Collins will be good.
Yeah.
Rocky Mountain's always good. Poudre's getting better. But Fossil Ridge definitely the class of not just Fort Collins, but the state right now.
And as we were talking, also let our folks know we added Windsor High School this year to our broadcast on Streaming Sports. And so we'll be doing a package of about 20 games for the Windsor Wizards. Got everything going last night, tested all the equipment. So our first football game for them will be September 8th. And boy, you're coming out of the chute with 2 perennial state champion teams, Pine Creek and Windsor.
Yeah, that's great that you guys are picking them up. You're going to see some really good games on those broadcasts. Like we were saying off air, they have a really good schedule. And Windsor, Pine Creek, they're lots and lots of miles apart, but it's going to become a rivalry because they keep running into each other, it seems like. And those are good games. So I'm excited to watch those broadcasts and see those games.
Yeah, I think the 4 football games that we've got is Grand Junction, Monarch, and Skyview.
Yeah,
and Skyview's an improving team. Yep. They came down here last year and beat up on Fort Collins when Fort Collins beat up on them the year before. So they're an improving team. So anyway, you might be watching this on thecoloradoan.com. We appreciate you guys putting it on there. That's Kevin Lytle. We'll be back with the second half as Poudre's out right now getting ready for the second half. So we'll be back after these messages.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2017 RAV4. Or get $3,000 cash back on RAV4.
Enjoy the sights.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Welcome back here to the third quarter. French Field here in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. 41-0 here to start the third quarter. The clock will be running for 12 straight minutes. And then another 12 straight minutes after that. We were talking how the rule has changed, and even if Douglas County scores 40 points and is down by 1 point, that clock will still run.
And if they did that, they would break some kind of record of scoring 40 points in 24 minutes. So, and really what you want is you want both teams to continue to play hard. You want to see both teams keep their composure. and work on their stuff. You know, at this point, the score doesn't matter. The game is decided. So, you know, if you're Coach Hill and Coach McVicker, I'm sure they just want to run their stuff. So anyway, here's the kickoff. Poudre will receive the ball to start the second half. Leal is still back there. And it's out of the end zone, or into the end zone. So 1st and 10 from the 20. And we'll see what Poudre will have. And looks like they still got the starters in.
First and 10 from the 20-yard line. Run up to the side, and what do you know? Douglas County comes out with a little bit of energy there, and that's the least amount of yardage that Poudre's gotten on a running play thus far. 2nd down and about 10.
Again, you're going to see all kinds of numbers in there, and we're going to tell you right off the bat, we're not going to be able to keep up with all of them because both teams have lots of players, and there are a lot of them. All of them are probably going to play at some point, so we apologize.
Run up the gut, and again, maybe 1-2 yard gain. Defensive line, second half, starting off with a great push. First half, it was all about the offensive line of Poudre really dominating those big boys down low, really getting them off the line, getting them to stand up, and giving all the running backs and quarterbacks the room to run. 3rd down and about 9. 3rd quarter here, 41-0, 10 minutes left. Drop back to pass. And just a short pass. Looks like the receiver, number 22, was not able to get off the defender. Almost had a clean break, but just wasn't able to get there. Kind of a short pass. And it's 4th down. It looks like the first punt of the night for Poudre coming in the start of the 3rd quarter. Douglas County should have decent field position here, and we talked in the first half how they never really got past the 50-yard line, Randall.
Yeah, it was, they never really, well, they're going to get great field position here, so.
It looks like timeout for Poudre. Not sure if the alignment was wrong or didn't have the right personnel on the field, but we'll take a quick 30-second timeout here. We're watching Stream It Sports.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
We love adventure and we want something safe.
RAV4 comes with Toyota Safety Sense Standard.
Just imagine the things we'll see.
Here we go. Oh, look at the zebras.
Oh, look at those 2 rhinos. Oh.
Are they?
Maybe the beach.
Love the beach.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for...
Back here, quick timeout. I'm still not sure what the timeout was for Poudre, stopping the clock, but I'm assuming it was a personnel issue, wanted to get the right people in. Clean snap. Nice high punt, good hang time. Defender's gonna get there. Ball's dropped. Able to land on it, but that's a few times that Douglas County's dropped the ball. I mean, a few onside kicks, they're kind of rough to handle, and this punt right here, along with a few pitches on the rushing side. So I think that's going to be a focus for the coaching staff in this upcoming week, is catching the ball first and then making a play.
And again, we apologize because all that we have for Douglas County are just names, so we don't have grades or anything like that. And I know they've got some young players playing. And so
the last-minute check-in, number 36, trying to get on the field.
Yep.
And they're going to let him get on the field.
He remembered that he was playing.
Read option, going to keep the ball, and he's off. Gets to the 40, about a 15-yard gain, and that's the biggest play they've had all night.
Yeah.
And he had a few different options. I mean, he could have ran it. He could have pitched it to the running back. He had his lead blockers in front of him, and great first play.
That's Braden Nelson, quarterback. He's been quarterback all the entire game. Well, the coaches told me that another young man was going to be quarterbacking, so I'm not sure if there's an injury or what. But Nelson has gone all the way.
Fullback rush up the middle, breaks a few tackles, on his feet, another 15-yard gain. 30 yards in 2 plays, that's the best they've done all game. Just building a little momentum. We talked about at halftime, just get some positive yardage, not looking at the score, but keep that mental toughness.
That was Roman Sanchez, who's probably has more carries than anybody, and finally was able to break one up the middle.
Same formation, fullback directly behind Nelson. Read option. Nelson goes down.
He plays with all his heart. I tell you, he's not the biggest guy out there, 5'7".
And it's tough to be a shorter quarterback. Even in the NFL, we've seen Drew Brees, Chase Daniel. Those shorter guys. I mean, they got to look over those big boys.
You have to get that Missouri. I
think that's what
Mizzou
it is.
reference in there. And there was a penalty on the play. I didn't see what it was.
But the clock continues to move. About 6 minutes left here, 41-0. You're watching Stream It Sports. Randy McCoy, Cody McCoy, along on this beautiful Friday night in August. Same formation. Roman Sanchez with another nice run. Able to get about 40 yards there on the carry.
And this is, and again, I'm not sure. There's probably a few second teamers on the defense right now, but you know, if Douglas County could have held the ball like this even a little bit in the first half, they probably could have kept Poudre down just a little bit, although Poudre looked awfully good in that first half.
It was really hard to control the clock for your Douglas County. Nice pitch, handoff on the outside, breaks a tackle, and touchdown, Douglas County. Number 8 on the play, nice run there, about a 20, 25-yard run.
I think it's Eric
Howard, there he is.
Howard.
Eric Howard, nice, beautiful run, able to get past those arm tackles, find the hole for the touchdown. First touchdown of the year for Douglas County on the 2017 football season. I think we need to have a conversation with whoever wrote this program for the Douglas County football team.
Yeah.
Left to right, no grades, random number, so we apologize to all the parents if we cannot get your child's name when he makes a nice play. Kick is up. Flag on the play. The kick was good. False. It was a whistle came fairly quick. False start. We will move it back. Let's see if the coaching staff of Douglas County decides to test the leg or if they're going to go for it. Looks like kicking team will stay on the field. Did they decline? Poudre must have declined. I think number 2 kicking off, Braden Nelson.
And no good.
But Nevertheless, great drive by Douglas County, able to build on something, build on, positive yardage, 3 or 4 15 to 20 yard plays. Going to have some good footage. Players always dread watching the film of these types of game the next week, but they're going to have something to build on going into their next game.
Well, and there, they had some positive things there because they've been trying to run those plays the whole game, and they have not been able to get any separation or anything. So regardless of who you're running it against, you still have to execute the play. The defense can make it harder.
Two minutes and 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. I want to thank our sponsors one more time. First Bank, Schrader Oil, and Pedersen Toyota. If you'd like to partner with us and become a sponsor, send us a message to rmccoy@streamitsports.com. That's rmccoy@streamitsports.com. We will contact you with information you need to partner up with the Stream It Sports family. Looks like we have another timeout, Poudre. Not sure.
So this is a little embarrassing on Poudre's part, even though this is, and what it is here is that you want to stop the clock because you want to have time to actually teach the young men, hey, this is what you need to do or whatever, because if you don't take a timeout, the clock isn't going to stop. So he's got a lot of people out there possibly playing varsity for the first time, possibly playing, who knows. So.
And the second that you enter a varsity game, you letter in football. So I think a lot of freshmen are getting their letters on the first day of the season.
And believe it or not, under those helmets and shoulder pads are your 15 and 16-year-old kids. So
learning experience.
Yeah, just think about that when their shoes are in the middle of the floor.
You don't know that from experience, do you?
No.
Kick is off. Caught at the 5-yard line. Good blockers ahead. Able to break outside to the 30. Able to push it to the 36, 37-yard line. And Poudre and Paul will start from there. We'll see who comes out.
It's number 14, I believe. That's Caden Oliver, 6 foot, 174-pound senior. Nice run.
We'll see who comes out to play quarterback for the Impalas on this drive. It's like number 8.
That's Taranjo. I'm sure I'm messing that up, but
5'11", 156 pounds, sophomore. Already played one drive previous half. Nice handoff there. Little to no gain.
And these are valuable reps. You've coached Cody, and a coach doesn't waste any part of a game, does he?
No, always locked in, always
there's
focused.
You can accomplish something with every minute of every game, whether that's letting people play that don't normally play in game situations or whatever it is, but there is nothing to be wasted in a regular season game.
Yeah, you just never know when you're going to need those guys to step up when injuries happen, especially in the game of football. And nice rush there, about a 14-yard gain. Number
38, is it?
I think just 30.
Jared Hogan.
30, I can't even. I think I have young eyes and I can't
Braden
see.
and Antonello.
Great run. Nice push by the offensive line. Hold their blocks. Give him some time to bounce outside. Little bubble screen outside. Able to break one tackle. Kept his feet moving onto the 38-yard line.
And what people don't realize is this is probably the JV quarterback too. So these are just extra reps.
third quarter, comes to an end. Impala's with the ball at the 47-yard line. We'll take a quick commercial break here. We'll meet you on the other side. You're watching Stream It Sports.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
You're watching PSD High School Sports live in high definition on Stream It Sports NoCo.
And we're back here, getting ready for the fourth quarter.
Tell your friends, tell your family. You can now join Stream It Sports on Facebook Live. New addition we've added to this season. You can watch on the Stream It Sports website as normal, but also feeding into Facebook. Make your life as easy as possible. Flip the field here for the Impalas. Nice patience by Sergio Tarango, and able to get 14 yards on the run.
Yeah, he was very patient in that, wasn't he?
Very patient, waiting for the blocks to develop. Had the ball in a safe, secure position, and we see a lot of high school athletes really just go. They're not as patient as they need to be. But I think as Le'Veon Bell has made famous the patient feet, waiting till that blocking hole opens up. First down here for the Impalas in the fourth quarter. Another handoff on the right side. And he's wrapped up. 6-yard gain on the play. Impalas continue to move the ball. Douglas County came out in the third corner with a nice push on the defensive line side, able to stop him, but can only do that for so long in the game of football. Nice push here on this drive by the Impalas. Third down and 4 here. Drop back to pass, looking to the left side, nice bubble. Had a man open, just cannot put the ball where it needs to be. Had the ball just out in front of him. If he's able to hit him in the chest, probably get about a 15-yard gain on the play. The blockers are set and ready to go. And that's what these reps are for. Any learning experience they can get in this game is going to carry on. Number 8 quarterback, he's a sophomore. He's got 2 more years to learn the system, and any game experience is going to help. Hand off to the right side. Looks like a broken play, but not. Breaks a few tackles, gets to the 15-yard line, Ball continues to move. Thanks for joining us on Stream It Sports. First broadcast of the 2017 football season, 2017-2018 high school season. It's our 6th year in business, 6th year broadcasting. If you've been with us since the start, thanks for your support. Appreciate it. Looking to grow this thing and tell your friends and family. Bootleg out left. Wide open, Manny's got a block, and touchdown! Pass by Sergio Tarango. Number 22 on the play with the touchdown. Let's see if I can get that young man's name. Chandler Haywood, Jr., 5'8", 154 pounds, wide open on the play. Got a nice block from his tight end for the touchdown. 47-6 here with 9 minutes left in the game. Beautiful off-shoulder bootleg. Had plenty of room, had plenty of options. Great play call, offensive coordinator. The Poudre coaching staff has got to be proud of this game. Proud of their boys, proud of special teams, offense, defense. I think everything really came together for them. And as a coaching staff, I mean, you're just super proud on the first week of the season. You work so hard in the summer, so hard in August, dog days of August and training camp, and come out with a nice, rewarding win, soon-to-be win by the Impalas. have volleyball coming up here in the next few weeks. Join Samantha Peters and I as we start the volleyball season off right.
Samantha Peter or Samantha Miller now?
No, she's been married a whole year now, a year and a half, and
she'll
continue to call her Samantha Peters. She's in my phone as Samantha Peters.
Yeah,
I have to change it. So,
and she's in our heart as Samantha Peters.
I just saw her today actually, and I should have remembered that. My apologies, Samantha.
She's getting ready to her third year here broadcasting, and she'll be adding the Windsor volleyball. She'll be doing 5 games. Her and Cody will be doing 5 volleyball matches for Windsor.
Yeah, she's actually on the broadcast for the UNC volleyball team as well this year. I think that's starting up this week. Down to the 36-yard line here.
Number 26 on the return.
Six minutes, 45 seconds left here to play in the fourth quarter. Looks like we have a timeout, Douglas County. Take a quick commercial break here. See you on the other side. Watch the Stream at Sports.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Back here at Stream at Sports. Fourth quarter here in Fort Collins, Colorado. Douglas County against Poudre. Fullback formation, man in motion. Fullback option replay. Gain of about 2. And we've seen that relatively that same play a few times a quarter, I would say. Douglas County hasn't chosen to really expand the field at all. Very few pass plays thus far. And I'm sure as the season goes on, the playbook will expand, but not here tonight. Same formation. Bootleg out. 2 men coming, and he goes down. We'll split that sack up between those 2 young men. Number 37 on one of them.
Yeah, Nelson almost got through the 2 defenders, and
Jaden Wolf with half a sack. I'm not sure who the other half was. He started the sack, but Jaden Wolf finished it. Linebacker, 6 foot, 153 pounds, also a sophomore. Again, valuable time for a lot of these sophomore JV boys. Nice toss. Took a hit there, too. Waited till the very last second to get rid of the ball. Almost threw it up. There's 2 receivers.
Well, number 29 was right after him as he's coming off the field, but I think it's 29 there.
You know, I think that's why, because he's a shorter quarterback, Nelson, I think that's why they're choosing to, when they do pass it, they're going with the bootleg just to give him a little more space.
Well, yeah.
A little more room to throw the ball.
Yeah, because he's not going to see over his offensive line.
Back to punt here. Clock still running here. Great crowd has continued to stay.
And not sure why there wasn't a flag there unless the officials. You see a flag, the left guard left
way early,
a full second before everybody else. But I think the officials saw it's 4 minutes left and no harm, no foul. So anyway,
we digress. Shout out to the cheer squad, the dance squad, side by side there, and the lonely baton girl. She's been dominating. She was warming up before and just blowing. I don't know if the camera can.
We need to get her name because
she's right there all alone.
Second or third year. So she must have started when she was a freshman. She's got to be a senior by now, but
she's incredible. She's been
is
blowing my
very,
mind.
Very good. And really, quite honestly, what she's been doing has been slightly more interesting than what's been going on here in the second half of this football game. But
yeah, shout out to the band as well. Dave Haase always says, no one has more fun than the band. Heard the band director talking to, looks like there's some freshmen in the band tonight, so their first experience of the high school Friday Night Lights. Shotgun, little bubble screen, 2 blockers out in front. Breaks back inside, breaks back outside, and goes down, gets the first down.
Number 4 at quarterback now for Poudre.
Nate Wood, 5'10", 142 pounds, also a sophomore. Nice bubble screen here. I think it's coming back. I assume a holding. That's what usually the case with those bubble screens. Those receivers aren't used to blocking that long, and especially when the person who receives the ball doesn't initially make a move. Shotgun formation. Nice route run by Graham Bigham, receiver 6'5". Nice little in-route curl route. Was open, just did not enough arm strength on the move with a little bit of pressure there. But nice route was ran. Able to get off the defender well. Back to pass. Man open, got a block. Breaks to the outside, gets to the 40, 45, 50, and he goes down. Beautiful block by number 19, Bigham again. Gave number 12, Tommy Thomas, my man, Tommy Thomas. Able to get him some room to run. 5'6", being blocked by a 6'5", getting some help from a 6'5" buddy.
And number 15, I think, is line. Now there's going to be a timeout.
With 52 seconds left, I'm assuming they realize this would probably be the last play. Just want to make sure, run the right play.
Well, again, every piece is valuable. So, again, I want to thank our sponsors tonight. Pedersen Toyota, First Bank, Schrader Oil. And we are looking for other sponsors too. So if you want to jump in the pool with us and help sponsor Northern Colorado athletics, both Poudre School District and now Windsor High School too, just send me an email, rmccoy@streamitsports.com. I'll send you a package. Let you know how you can get involved. It's
if we can get the baton girl one more time, she's going crazy.
Oh,
she's doing some crazy stuff. Just making sure we can.
Yeah, she is. She's got to be a senior now.
Run on the right side, gets a few blocks, going down at the 45-yard line.
And the thing about it is that even if you go out of bounds, the clock ain't stopping. So.
Yep, and I think they're rushing to the line. They're trying to get, at least one more play in. 35 seconds and counting. Thanks for joining us on our first night here, figuring out with us. So first few broadcasts, we're always figuring out some things. And I think we got a false start on Bigham. He jumped the line real quick. And that 10 seconds left. I think that should do it. I think they're going to rush to the line, but
Well, these guys are hungry. It's the JV. You know, they want to get a score here, but they're not going to.
That'll do it. 48-6. Poudre Impalas take first game of the season handedly within really the first half, but really great effort by both teams. Both teams are still figuring a lot of things out. But yeah, we just want to thank you for joining us today.
We'll be back next Thursday. Can't remember what the game is, but we'll be back next Thursday and Friday. So for Cody McCoy, Randy McCoy, 48-6. Poudre beats Douglas County. We'll see you next time.
Poudre School District High School Football, live on Stream It Sports Northern Colorado, has been brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota. Everything cars made easy.